As you have seen so far, while copyright protects works from unauthorized use, there are exceptions in place that allow for some educational uses. These exceptions do not grant educators the full bundle of copyrights, so it's your responsibility to carefully evaluate and consider each intended use. Here are 3 steps to take when you're considering using a copyrighted work. The first step is determine if the work is protected by copyright. For works published in 1978 and later, the length of copyright is for the life of the author plus 70 years. Works published in 1923 or earlier are generally in the public domain. For works between these years, there are several useful online resources, including the Digital Copyright Slider, the Copyright Renewal Database, and copyright term in the public domain in the United States. Let's take a quick look at each one. We looked at the Digital Copyright Slider earlier in this module, and it's a good source to get a general idea whether a work is covered by copyright. Watch out, however, for the maybe indication. It actually means the work is protected by copyright, and you'll need to obtain permission from the copyright holder or apply fair use in order to use the work. Another useful tool is the Copyright Renewal Database, which shows if copyright on works published between 1923 and 1963 has been renewed. Here I'll do a simple search for Lawrence Ferlinghetti's collection of poems starting from San Francisco. The entry in the database shows copyright was renewed in 1989. Checking the copyright term and public domain in the United States, which we also looked at earlier in this module, indicates that this book, originally published in 1961, is now protected for 95 years from that date. If the work you want to use is protected by copyright, the next step is to determine if your proposed use is fair use. We've talked a lot about fair use in this module, and it's a powerful tool for educators. You can obtain the fair use checklist from the site shown on the slide. Fill out a checklist for each item you want to use, and retain completed checklists in case there is a copyright infringement claim against you. The completed checklist will help to show due diligence on your part in assessing fair use. Finally, there may be times that your proposed use is not covered by fair use. In these cases, it is your responsibility to request permission from the copyright holder if you wish to use the work. The Obtaining Permission section of K-State's copyright website outlines 3 common ways to request permission: directly from the publisher, through a collective rights agency, or in the case of unpublished works, directly from the creator. The site also has links to sample letters that you can use in preparing your request. This concludes the module on copyright. If you are participating in the e-learning faculty module, be sure to take the quiz. And finally, if you have any questions about copyright, be sure to contact the Copyright Consultation Service in Hale Library.